Hi, I'm Gromdorm from The Chosen, and this is our guide to Chimaeron, who is found in the Blackwing Decent raid instance. The first thing you're going to notice when you enter Chimaeron's area is in the back corner there's a cage with an NPC called Finkel Einhorn in. You're going to want your tank to speak to Finkel before the pull because he activates the Bilatron. Now, the Bilatron will give your entire raid a buff called Finkel's Mixture. This mixture will stop any member of your raid dying as long as they are above 10,000 in health. So if you've got 10,001 health, none of Chimaeron's abilities should kill any member of your raid. 9,999 or less, and you can be one-shotted by any of the abilities that he has. So as you can tell, this is a pretty healer-intensive fight. You're not going to be seeing a lot of full health bars here, due to the fact any healing you do over 10,000 is pretty much wasted, due to the amount of damage that will be coming in from Chimaeron's abilities. We generally do this fight with 6 or 7 healers, 2 tanks, and the rest DPS, depending obviously on available raid members on that evening. As for dealing with the fight mechanics themselves, it's actually quite straightforward. Chimaeron has a few abilities that you will need to take note of. The first of which is a caustic slime bomb that will randomly target 4 members of your raid. And when it hits them, it will then explode for 320,000 damage to covered over all 4 of those players and anyone within 6 yards of them. So it's essential that you spread your raid out around the cavern and make sure that they are over 6 yards away from each other. It is possible with the caustic slime detonation for you to die even if you're above 10,000 health due to the way the bomb goes off. So it's essential you keep your distance. It's the most common way we find for our raid members to die if they're going to. The next of Chimaeron's abilities that you'll need to pay heed to is Massacre. Now, Massacre is an ability he has that will cause 900,000 damage over your entire raid, which will basically, because of Finkel's Mixture, it will knock everyone down to 1 health. This is not a particular problem, you just heal everybody up. The only problem is, as has happened now, sometimes the Massacre will knock the Bilatron offline, and with the Bilatron offline you're no longer protected from Finkel's Mixture, meaning any of his abilities will kill you. When the Bilatron gets knocked offline, Chimaeron also goes into a feud state. That means for 15 seconds his heads will actually fight each other. So you use that time to get your entire raid behind him. Get healing circles down, make people click light wells, bandage themselves, even bandage a healer. It's important that you get your health up full as quickly as possible, because after 15 seconds, Chimaeron will launch 3 caustic slime barrages at your entire raid for a lot of damage. At the end of those 3 caustic slime barrages, he will do another Massacre, which indicates the end of the feud phase. As soon as he does that next Massacre, you spread back out to your original positions and continue the encounter as you were. Be aware that not every Massacre will knock the Bilatron offline, but it can happen with back-to-back massacres. Last 2 abilities you have to deal with are tank-specific ones, and they are Break and Double Attack. Break will put a stacking debuff on the tank, which increases the damage he takes and lowers the effect healing has on him. The second ability, as I said, is Double Attack, which is exactly what it says on the tin. Chimaeron will do 1 melee attack, followed immediately by another. Now, obviously, with a tank at 10,000 health, that would knock him down to 1 health point and then immediately kill him. So what we do is we have 1 tank taking the stacking debuff, and then a second tank at full health, or as close to full health as we can get him, basically taunting off to take the double attack. And you just have your tanks trade off for these two abilities to mitigate them. It's fairly straightforward. The final mechanic of this fight is phase 2, which begins when Chimaeron is at 20% health and below, like he is in the video currently. When you get to this final 20%, Chimaeron adds a debuff to the raid called Mortality, which reduces healing effectiveness by 99%. So in other words, it's pointless healing. So everybody goes on DPS at this point. Use Bloodlust or Heroism at this point as well, because Chimaeron will also take 10% more damage. He can't be taunted by the tanks, so it's basically a DPS race to kill him before he ganks your entire raid. Get people to spread out. The next highest on the threat meter needs to be as far away from Chimaeron as possible. But it's pretty easy, and you should kill him very easily before even half your raid is dead. There we go. He's dead. Grab the loot. Good luck and have fun.